Hi guys, starting a new series today, North Node in Capricorn. So I'm wearing my general's jacket because things are about to get serious. Capricorn is solid, Capricorn is responsible, Capricorn is serious. Probably the most serious zodiac sign and probably the most hardworking zodiac sign, the most solid, the most... I have Capricorn South Node, so everything you're going to hear is going to come straight from the source. It's very comfortable for me to be in that sign. So, whatever I'll be speaking about is going to come from personal experience. All right, before we talk about North Node in Capricorn, we're going to talk about the South Node in Cancer. What does that mean? Your lifetimes, your previous lifetimes, your memories all have to do with being a nurturer. You guys mastered the idea of nurturing. You guys had many lifetimes where people relied on you for emotional support. You were the one who, make sure the household was fed, everybody was warm, everybody was happy, everybody was comfortable. You were the one who was, the shoulder for people to cry on. You were that mother, the mother hen. You were the midwife. You were the one that, you have a lot of lifetimes of bringing babies into this world. You have a lifetimes of nurturing babies. You have a lot of lifetimes, whether you're a man or a woman, it doesn't matter. You're going to have that. You're going to be very much in touch with your feminine energy. You're very intuitive. You know how to read people. You know how to feel emotions. Sometimes you feel them too much, but you have a lot of empathy, a lot of compassion. You always have a little, you'll always find compassion in your heart. As a matter of fact, your heart chakra is probably super open. You just feel for everybody and you want to protect everybody and nurture everybody. In the South Node in Cancer, it could also be protectors, because just as you could have been a woman in a female role, as a mother, you could have also been a protector of your home, of your land. Cancer is your homeland, your roots. So you could have been police workers. A lot of times have, associated with the sign of Cancer, being of service where you're protecting, where you are nurturing through force, maybe. Firefighters, those kind of ideas. First responders, a lot of times could kind of fit the Cancer South Node bill. So you're always there to help somebody, always there to lend a hand, to mother them. You wanted everybody around you to feel comfortable, cozy, warm, fed, happy, smiling, tucked in, and then you're like, okay, I feel good about myself. As a matter of fact, you give yourself life by always feeling like you have to nurture everybody. You always assume that role of a mother. If you're going to a party, you're probably the one that's like, hey, can I get you a drink? Hey, would you like a refill? Would you like something? Can I get you a blanket? Can I take your coat? It always comes out in you. That's how you know yourself. Another manifestation of South Node in Cancer could have been where instead of being that, that was the good part. The bad part about the South Node, because South Node is always where you went to the extreme, has to do with the idea of just as much as you were mothering, you're also smothering. You were too much. You were overwhelming with your, you were that mom that was like, you can never leave me. You have to stay with me. You have to take care of me. You could have been the mom that was, you don't know yourself unless you are nurturing somebody. Or unless you are being nurtured. You don't know yourself without people surrounding you. You don't know yourself on your own. So, smothering, being, I can't live without you. You can't leave. I know you're grown up. I know you want to go have your own family, but you can't leave me. I'm your mother. Emotional blackmail, that's there. We all know the syndrome, Munchausen syndrome, Munchausen by proxy, where the mother will keep their kids sick on purpose so that she can keep nurturing them. So she makes them better and then she gets them sick again. So she feeds them drugs, she nurtures them, she brings them soup, and she fulfills that role as a mother. But she doesn't see that, holy shit, what are you doing? This is not nurturing anymore. This is not motherly anymore. This is toxic. So toxic emotions, guilt, it's your duty. A lot of familial guilt will be there. You have lifetimes where there was a lot of, I'm thinking about nationalities where that idea of the motherhood is really strong, like Italian families, mother's always right, don't fuck with my mom, don't talk shit about my mom, that kind of idea. Jewish families where the idea of the mother, mother's always right, very matriarchal societies. So just as you are nurturing, you're also, in a sense, toxic to your kids because you never wanted to let them go and you're always involved in their life. You're always there with your fucking advice that nobody needs. You're always there meddling in their affairs, probably coming between your son and his wife, creating drama. You know, you love that family drama. You're comfortable with that. You don't know yourself without it. Another negative manifestation could be that you were, instead of being that mother that took charge and ran the household, you were maybe the one that never got to grow up. You were the one that was always a child. You were always the one that never took responsibility, the one that everybody always helped, the one that everybody always lifted up and took care of. And you never got to be in that role of a provider, of like taking charge. Whether you're a girl or a guy, you're always the one that was kind of like, I'm shy, I can't do it on my own. Can you please help me? So you are really codependent on others around you, you know. So you're always kind of like, can you come with me? Can you come hold my hand? Can you go with me to the doctor? Hey, I gotta go take care of some paperwork at the DMV. Can you come with me? You know, you always need somebody to go with you. So you did not learn to stand on your own 2 feet. With all of that said, if we move into the North Node in Capricorn in the first, you are being asked, you need to step up to the plate. Capricorn is structured. Capricorn is not emotional. Capricorn is never volatile in their emotions. Capricorn, you know, has a thick skin. Capricorn is solid, is practical, is hardworking. Like I said, it's one of the most hardworking signs in the zodiac. You know, it does not mind hard work. You need to step up. You need to step up in leadership positions. You need to step up in positions where you're taking care of yourself, because you took care of others in other lifetimes or they took care of you, but you never really stood on your own 2 feet and took care of yourself. You have to do that now. Capricorn North Node says and will do what he said. It's a very strong North Node because you're literally here to let go of those toxic ideas of family obligation, traditions, all that shit that keeps you in this obligation, duty, guilt, you know, Greek societies, everywhere where the mother is very strong. You know, those ideas, you got to get away from that. You got to be on your own 2 feet. You're here to stand on your own 2 feet. And you're going to have a lot of experiences in this lifetime where you will be left alone. You'll be left on your own. Your husband might leave you if you're a woman, or your parents might kick you out of the house, but you're here to stand on your own 2 feet. You're here to be solid. You're here to build a structure. You're here to build a career. Let's say you were always a housewife. You're here to work, guys, but don't be afraid of it because you're going to find your strength. You need to know your strength. And your strength, you can still nurture people, but you're going to do it from a leadership position. You're going to be, you know, solid. You're going to be that father figure. You know, you're going to find the masculine parts in you, bravery in you. You know, Capricorn is not afraid of responsibility. Capricorn walks into a room and says, everybody relax, I'm here. That's going to have to be you. Okay, so it could be a tough lifetime because when you go from a South Node that has to do with emotions and you know, confusion and heaviness and drama, to go to a North Node where it's literally no drama, self-sufficiency, self-reliance, it can be hard because you're so scared. What if I don't make it? What if I can make it on my own? Yes, you can. Okay, you're ready for it. You're ready to step into that role of CEO, a leader, director, whatever situation that calls for leadership and being on your own, you have to step into it because you'll find how fucking strong you are, and you'll blend beautifully your emotional sensitivity and your intuition with your practicality, and it's going to be a beautiful picture. Okay, all right guys, now let's dive into each house individually to see what more specifically what we're working with. Okay, don't go anywhere. North Node in Capricorn in the 4th house. So here we're looking at opposites. You know, we're putting Capricorn in the house of Cancer. So the South Node was in Cancer in the house of Capricorn. All right, guys. So with South Node in Cancer in the 10th, you guys, anytime we have 10th house South Nodes, that means you guys were used to being in the limelight, in the spotlight. People knew you, people saw you. If we say, once again, with Cancer South Nodes, there's 2 scenarios that play out. The good part about Cancer in the 10th, you were known as somebody who was like a mother figure, you know, like somebody like Oprah, somebody like, what's her name? You know, somebody who people gathered around to listen to, you know, and they felt good listening to you. You were somebody that was known to be nurturing, to be, you know, all inclusive, to be that wise mother that, you know, everybody came to and stuff. You were somebody who was in a very prominent role, and you were very matriarchal, very powerful from that standpoint. You know, that would be what first scenario, the scenario where you are in charge and you're being the mother and everybody's coming up to you. So somebody like Martha Stewart, somebody who was devoted a lot of their time to the outside world and nurtured the outside world in some way or another, you know, some kind of celebrity dealing with home and gardening, home and cooking, Cancer is also humor, you know, somebody who would nurture people with their humor, you know, Cancer are very funny. So you were somebody who nurtured a lot of people, and at work, probably you were like that, you know, you were always making sure that everybody had everything they needed. Everybody walks away with a car. You know that idea. So the second scenario with the child, because another scenario of Cancer South Node could be that you had roles where you were the one that was powerless, the one that was the little one, the one that never grew up. So with the Cancer in the 10th, from that standpoint, you were somebody who was in the limelight and everybody basically took charge of your life. You know, you were the one that was like a child celebrity, that everybody decided what's going to happen to you, where your money's going to go, your contracts and stuff. You were somebody who was just, everything was decided for you in a sense. And you even though you were in a powerful role, but yet you were small in a sense because somebody else ran your life. You know, you never really stepped up to that responsibility that was thrusted upon you. A lot of great examples would be very young kings and queens, if we look in history, or some kind of emperors where the father dies and the child has to step in, and they're like 10, but they have to be an emperor, and they call him an emperor. But of course the country is run by, you know, all the advisors and all of that kind of idea, where you were in a powerful position, everybody knew you, but you were still playing child, you were still dependent on everybody, you still were scared to take responsibility, and in a powerful position but not very powerful. That would be the irony. Let's see what else. So a lot of your attention was focused outward. A lot of your attention was focused either you were, you know, taking care of everybody, you know, that mother at work that's always like, it's okay, I'll get it done for you, don't worry, you know. So you ignored, even though you were nurturing out there, you kind of were not present at home. So maybe you were a great mother on TV, you played a great mother on TV, but at home your kids were like, damn, mom's gone again, and I'm tired of eating frozen pizza, and I want some, you know, I want some time with her. So you were never really home. Same thing is if you were, you know, that young idea of an emperor who had to step into a role, once again, you were like, you know, you were thrust into that world, and you never really got to be the kid. You never got to grow into it, you know, to grow into it naturally, maybe to have some kind of somebody that you can like, you know, shadow and learn from, and then step into that role. So for you, it's very important to step into a responsible role, but really step into it without everybody else running the show. So when we put the Capricorn in the 4th, that means you need to be present at home, and you need to be present and take charge at home. You need to be, another representation could be Cancer in the 10th. You know, I mentioned like police workers, firefighters, somebody who protects. You guys could have been like that. You guys could have been a policeman that was never home. You know, you're always out there on the job, always helping everybody else, but your wife's at home and she's miserable, you know, that kind of idea. Firefighter, the same thing, you know, you're saving everybody's life, but your whole family never sees you, that kind of idea. So now with Capricorn in the 4th, you're here to be at home and step into a responsible role, to be there for your family. You need to be there. If you're a woman or a man, you need to step up to the plate. You need to be the provider in a sense. Especially if you're a man, it's a great position because you get to learn, probably had a lot of lifetimes as women. So you're here to learn how to be a man. You're here to be a provider. You're here to take care of your family. You're here to step in and nurture them and provide for them and take decisions and just become the emperor at the house. You know, you're here to be solid, you know, provide a solid place for your family. Like I said, if you were in other lifetimes where you were in the limelight, and even if you were of age, but you were still acting like a kid, you were like, emotions were up and down, they were giving you freaking pills to make you feel good, to balance out your emotions, and everybody was telling you what to do and what to dress and how to be. I'm thinking about a celebrity idea. You never really got to like know who you are, what the hell, you know. I have so many people, they're all telling me what to do, they're giving me pills, they're telling me what to wear. So you are here to step into a role of responsibility where you are taking care of others and you are making decisions. But first you got to find that strength within yourself. You got to find that authority within yourself and get away from that idea that you got to be in the spotlight and you got to be in the limelight and you got to, everybody's got to roll around you and tell you, you know, and you know, you depend on everybody. No, you got to turn your attention inward. Find your strength within you, find your power, make your own decisions. It's very important for you to make your own decisions, even small ones, of what you want to eat, what you want to wear today, where you want to go on vacation, what bus you're going to take, all of those. You know, it starts with small decisions and then there's going to be big decisions, but you will be called to take charge of your home, to take charge of, to build a solid home, to be that that father figure that, you know, everybody comes to, and you nurture them and you protect them and you help them and you provide for them. So you're here to stand on your own 2 feet and to support others. And let's say your wife wants to have a career and she wants to be out there and she wants to be away from home, then you're here to make that happen. Or if you're a woman, you are maybe can give that platform to your husband. You know, you can be that platform to where you say, it's okay, you know, I've been in the limelight, I've been out there, you know, I'm going to stay here and I'm going to create an amazing environment for you. You go out there and you kick ass. That kind of idea. That's how I see this position. Okay, guys? All right. Thank you.